Even if you have belief for a second, somebody instills that belief in you of, look, just give it a try. Like, get on stage and sing karaoke. Sometimes you need a little kick in the butt, and you'll get out of your comfort zone, and you'll do that thing, and you'll get a better result than you expected, and that starts that whole process for you.
And if you had never tried, you never would have gotten that self-worth and self-belief, and then you might not have ever had the courage to reach back out to Taryn. And that's the thing. This can snowball either way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another very special, as always, episode of Next Level University, where we help you level up your life, your love, your health, and your wealth. We hope you enjoyed our latest episode. It was number 746. What does progress really look like? Today, for episode number 747, how to fail your way to success. It is Strategy Saturday.
So you've heard me say that often we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. And this is one of those. So we have done this before, but don't turn this off, because this is one of the fundamentals that will make or break your success. How to fail your way to success. Kevin and I started saying fail forward at the very beginning of this podcast. And trust me, if we didn't have that mentality, we would not have made it here. And that's the God honest truth. Every single episode, something messes up, whether you say or like, or you mess up your speaking, or you say a story less than ideal. I'll give you an example. We just got off the live podcast, and at the very end, my plug was terrible. By plug, I mean talking about my coaching and why people should work with me. It wasn't good. Kevin got on the mic and he said, "We did awesome. We did such a great job. That was the best we've ever done, in my opinion." And I was immediately jumping to how my plug sucked. And even though that was only 1 minute of the 60 minutes between the Q&A and the live podcast. So my point is this: fail forward. There is no such thing as perfect. That was my last point that I just made on that. And so there's a fail forward formula. That's what we're going to call it. The fail forward formula.
Trademark that.
Yes. Fail forward formula. The 3 F's. Wow. Well, no. No. Okay. So if you're out there, this is a Strategy Saturday, by the way. So this is going to be giving you this quick
value, something you can take away on this Saturday and strategize with.
Exactly. So hopefully you are writing this down. If you're driving, don't worry about it. Listen to it back and write this down. I want you to take out a piece of paper and draw a line down the center. And on the left, you're going to draw one circle. And on the right, you're going to draw another circle. Okay? On the left is the fail forward formula. Okay? And at the bottom of the circle, I want you to write the word self-belief. A little bit up and to the left from that on the circle, I want you to write the word try. So self-belief, try. Then a little bit up from there, fail. A little bit up from there, pain. A little bit over and to the right, contemplate. Then new awareness. Then better choices. Then better results, which then leads to even more self-belief. I'm going to go through each one quickly. Number 1, self-belief. Self-belief is your belief in your own ability to at least try something new. Awesome. So I believe that we can start a podcast. We try and we do an episode. Awesome. Try is the next
garbage.
Step 2. Yeah, exactly. Step 2 is try. Okay. Step 3 is fail. Now, this is what I mean by fail. Fail means you didn't get the exact result you wanted. AKA, you wanted it to go really, really, really well, and it didn't end up going really, really, really well. It ended up going like pretty good. Okay. Next is pain. When things don't go as well as you hope they will go, you get some pain. This is where most people quit. They can't handle the pain. Instead of saying, you know what, podcasting isn't for me, what you should say is, I'm going to contemplate. Let's contemplate. Why did we, quote unquote, fail? What went wrong? What could we do better next time? Then you get new awareness because you contemplated. When you have new awareness, you make better decisions next time. So maybe you said too many times. Now this time you're like, okay, I'm going to say less. And then you proactively make sure you do. All right. And when you say less, you get better results. And when you get better results, you believe in yourself even more. So step 1, self-belief. Step 2, try. Step 3, fail. Step 4, pain. Step 5, turn the pain into contemplation. Step 6, new awareness. Step 7, better choices. Step 8, better results, which leads to more belief. Okay, that is failing forward formula. Now, right side of the page. This is what most people do. Okay? At the bottom, I want you to write no belief. Step 1 is no belief. Step 2 is no try. Step 3 is no fail. Step 4 is no pain. Step 5 means you don't contemplate. No pain, no contemplation. Step 6, no new awareness. You didn't contemplate, you're not going to get a new awareness. No new awareness means step 7, no better choices, which leads to step 8, which is no better results, which, by the way, leads to even less belief. This is called micro success for macro failure. In other words, you feel like you're successful on the micro because you didn't even try, but you're actually failing because you're not trying. So on the left side of the page, that's the fail forward formula, which is go try difficult things and fail forward, but get better every time, which will lead to more belief in the long run. On the right side of the page, this is a fixed mindset. This is I would rather look good than actually be good. And that's Strategy Saturday.
Hi, I'm Johanna Annunziata. I'm a high school English teacher. And last week I had the honor of having Kevin and Alan in to inspire my students through podcasting. My students, sophomores in high school, they are creating their own podcast called Perspectives with a Purpose. So Next Level University, big time podcasters, Kevin and Alan, were able to come into the classroom and really share their purpose and share their why, and just inspire and impact my students on their journey. It was not only beneficial through podcasting and learning like the ins and outs of podcasting, but it was also just amazing to have both of them, powerful souls, super mindful, to just be able to share like, hey, this is why we started our podcast, and being really hands-on with the students to motivate them to understand like this is not going to be easy work, but it's going to be impactful work. And so just help them be the best version of themselves through this journey. Can't wait to have Alan and Kevin back in the classroom. I definitely know that they're going to continue helping us through Perspectives with a Purpose. So thank you, Alan and Kevin. You two are amazing souls, and I appreciate you.
Wow. Efficient, quick, to the point, value. Just amazing.
Thank you, man.
It's amazing.
Thanks, brother.
Maybe we could see if Christina can create a worksheet.
That would be fire.
You think we have time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I'll audio it right after this.
So we'll try to have a worksheet in the show notes below that I'll have the left and the right, and then you can go through it and really have a visual. I would say you could call the right one Kevin's first 25 years of life, because that's very much the way I lived, where it was I didn't believe it was possible, so I didn't try it, and then it just continued to manifest that sort of thing into my life. So if you find yourself there, sometimes all it takes is a courageous moment. Even if you have belief for a second, somebody instills that belief in you of, look, just give it a try. Like, get on stage and sing karaoke. Sometimes you need a little kick in the butt, and you'll get out of your comfort zone, and you'll do that thing, and you'll get a better result than you expected, and that starts that whole process for you. And genuinely, one moment of courage can change your life. So
can you quickly tell the story about getting rejected in the gym? Because this is an example of a micro failure for a macro success.
Yeah, I just told this on the live podcast that we did. So back in the day, my goodness gracious, that's loud. Before I was engaged with my beautiful fiance Taryn. It's weird saying fiance still. I'm trying to practice it. The gym we used to go to, there was a very beautiful woman there. And every time I was there, I would tell my buddies like, I really want to ask her out. I really want to go talk to her, but I never would. And every time I left, I felt regret, and I was embarrassed, and I just was like, I should really do it. And every time I would say, next time she's there, I'll do it. Next time she's there, I'll do it. And one day she was there, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go do this. Like, I'm sick of leaving here feeling bad about myself. I'm going to go do this. So I walk up to her. I said, hey, I'm Kevin. I see you here a lot. I think you're very beautiful. I'd love to take you out on a date. And she said, hey, I appreciate the compliment. You're very handsome, but I have a boyfriend, so I can't do that. And I was like, all right, no worries. I appreciate it. I wish you the best. I went about my workout. She went about her workout. And when I was leaving the gym that day, I was happy. I was genuinely grateful I did it, because it gave me a couple of things. One, I got rejected and it wasn't the end of the world. Two, I didn't feel bad about myself. Maybe she was lying and she didn't have a boyfriend, but either way, I got the result that I was most afraid of, and it didn't hurt nearly as bad as I thought. And that proved to me that like, it's not the end of the world, and it helped me get out of my comfort zone more. That was a huge thing for me.
And if you had never tried, you never would have gotten that self-worth and self-belief. And then you might not have ever had the courage to reach back out to Taryn And that's the thing. This can snowball either way. So thank you for sharing that, brother.
Of course. Strong work on this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we have coaching spots available. I am leaning into podcast coaching and building next level podcast solutions with Alan. Maybe you don't have a podcast yet and you want one, you don't know where to start, reach out to me. I can 1000% help you. Or maybe you have a podcast that you're sick of editing and it's taking up all of your time and you want to have somebody else do that. We have that availability also. So no matter where you are in your podcast game, there is a next level help, or let us help you get there.
Kevin and I have a couple bread and butter speeches that we want to come and give either virtually or in person if you are in New England. It's called Next Level Speeches. If you want us to come in like we did with Johanna's high school students, talking about podcasting, talking about speaking, talking about how to get to the next level. That's really the main one, is how to get to the next level. What's holding you back? Please reach out to Kevin or myself. We have a team member whose main goal is to get next level speeches so that we can have a bigger impact. Please let us know. Regarding next level business solutions, if you want one-on-one coaching, there's a couple things I can promise you. Number one is that it's probably cheaper than you think. Okay. And it won't stay that way forever. Number two, my clients only pay me week to week and there's no long-term commitment. That's very rare for a coach. Usually you sign up for like 6 months and you're locked in for 6 months. I had one client who's like, I really want to work with you, but I can't yet because I'm locked into my other contract. And I'm like, interesting. For me, it's pay as you go. So this episode was about having self-belief and then giving something a try and then seeing where that goes. You can try it. Try the coaching for a couple weeks. If you don't like it, you can cancel it. No worries. Genuinely, I told everyone of my clients, I don't want to work with people who don't want to work with me. That's why I don't lock you into a contract. So it's cheaper than you think and there's no long-term contract. The only wrong answer is to not give it a shot.
I was actually on a call with one of my clients and she's doing coaching. And I said, there's 2 coaching models. One, the one we do where we take the risk. 2, the one most people do where the client takes the risk and has to sign up for a long time. That's how confident we are in our coaching is, look, if it's not a win-win, it's a loss. And Alan is one of the best coaches I've ever been around. So I can speak to that. Of course.
Appreciate it.
Next Level Nation, we love you. We appreciate you. Tomorrow we have a special episode. Our guest is the editor-in-chief of Entrepreneur Magazine. He's been around some of the world's most successful people, and he's very successful himself. We talked a lot about change. We talked about the importance of change as an entrepreneur, the behind the scenes, what attributes he would choose for an ideal entrepreneur. We sat down with Jason Pfeiffer, why change is so important as an entrepreneur. So make sure you listen to that. As always, we do not have fans. We have family. We will talk to you all tomorrow.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.